Welcome back to the Donovan and Jorgensen Heating and Cooling Friday Night Rivals pregame show. We're getting close to kickoff as Oconomowoc takes on Pewaukee in a Classic 8 conference matchup. Before we send you over to Terry Kelly and John Weiser, we want to introduce you to this week's Current Electric behind-the-scenes superhero of the game. It's our chance to say thank you to people that put a lot of time into high school and youth athletics. This week's Current Electric behind-the-scenes superhero of the week, she is Paige Friske. Paige is a senior at Pewaukee High School. She's also the daughter to the head coach at Pewaukee. She's a cheerleader. And I just want to thank Coach Friske for nominating Paige. He gave me a number of people that he thought did a great job behind the scenes. And Paige was the one that I said, look, that's who I want to talk to. We talked to just a number of people within the community, and Paige is the one that I thought was our best bet for our behind-the-scenes Current Electric behind-the-scenes superhero of the week. Paige, it's nice to meet you. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. So you're a cheerleader at Pewaukee, so you have to be at every home game. But let's talk about the away games. When's the last away game that you've missed?
I don't think I have since I was like 5.
You know what? Talk about going to Iowa. This is my favorite part about this. I would be like your dad. You're not taking your car and driving to Iowa. You want to watch us play a road game in Iowa. You're getting on the team bus. Did you talk your way onto the bus, or did he invite you on?
A mixture of both. I asked if I could go, and he said, not if you're going to drive. And I said, okay, how do I get there? And he said, I'll ask if you can get on the bus. And I said, okay, I'll be there. And I got on the bus.
Hey, that's awesome. You got to be so proud of the way this team is playing, right? They get moved into a conference that is what I believe is the best football conference in the state of Wisconsin. And for tonight's game, this is a playoff game for Pewaukee. If they win, they get into the playoffs. And I'm sure the last few weeks your dad has been a little bit more fun to be around because they've won 3 in a row. But, you know, he takes this seriously as he should, and he runs a great program at Pewaukee. You got to be really proud of him and the staff, and this football team is really rallied.
Yes, incredibly proud.
Hey, tell me a little bit about how long you've been a cheerleader at Pewaukee.
I've been cheering for 8 years.
Okay.
I did 4 years in our youth program, and then this is my 4th year in the varsity program at the high school.
Man, good for you. Tell me a little bit more about what you do and what the future looks like.
So I do a lot of different things. Primarily, I do our sidelines, which is like what you see on the track. And I am kind of our caller. I'm a little bit of the leader on the sideline because I'm very loud. I think I get that from my dad. But yeah, I just call it. And then in the future, I've been offered a spot on some cheer programs in college, but I'm still trying to figure out whether or not I really want to commit to that much with such a big transition also.
And so you're making the decision on what school to go to next year at this point. Grades are good?
Grades are great. I have a decision. It's just deciding whether or not I'm going to join their cheer team because they offered me a spot. I just don't know yet.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go to St. Norbert in De Pere, Wisconsin.
Man, good for you. That's awesome. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about anything else you're involved in. You're very active in the school. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. I am the captain of the academic decathlon team at the high school, and I've been doing that all 4 years as well. We won state 2 years back, so that was incredible. And then I'm also the president of the Model United Nations team, and I've been doing that for 3 years. And so those are my favorite things. I love doing it.
So now you guys can see why she's our Current Electric behind-the-scenes superhero of the week. Paige, thank you so much. I love the fact that you have so much respect for your dad and the job he does at Pewaukee with that football program. You're going to be missed next year. And he has told me that a number of times in our conversation. He's so proud of you, Paige. Thank you so much for a couple of minutes of your time.
Of course.
That's awesome. We're going to get to a break. Other side of the break, we'll turn it over to John Weiser and Terry Kelly as the Raccoons from Oconomowoc travel to take on the Pirates from Pewaukee in a Classic 8 conference matchup. This has been the Donovan and Jorgensen Heating and Cooling Friday Night Rivals pregame show only on My 24.